Hello, ladies.
خير. صباح الخير.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I cannot turn on video because of connection instability.
Oh,
Because I'm not back home. Yes.
you're still in
Okay.
holidays.
I will bring my earphone because I forgot to put it. Thank you. Just 1 minute.
Sure. Slavika, how do you feel?
Okay. I was taken a little bit by surprise for being sick, to be honest, because we just got vaccinated and then 3 days later we were sick. So that was not very good timing.
And you
Mhm.
made the test and you found that it was COVID?
Yeah, my husband had prolonged symptoms, which were obviously not a reaction of the vaccine anymore. So that's the reason why we got tested. And he understood that he's positive. Afterwards, I understood I'm positive, and yes.
How do you feel now?
Okay. That's the best that I can say. Okay.
You take care of yourself.
I didn't have a chance to do the exercises yesterday. I will listen in the first so that Noha and Sana can do their exercises, and maybe I will do it simultaneously while we speak or something like that.
That's okay.
I usually collapse after work.
I know. Although we had 2 weeks this time.
I know, but I didn't do anything the first week.
That's okay. I think there are mutual circumstances in terms
Yeah.
of doing the exercises for everyone. Noha, how was it for you? First of all, how was your holiday?
It was very fine. I traveled about 5 cities in 6 days. So for
Wow.
me, it was like getting out of my comfort zone. And I greeted you and Sana since I was on the other side of the shore of Amman.
Yes.
Because while we are sitting, they said, "Okay, you can see Amman from this side," and we have seen the lights of the ports and how it looked amazing. And we figured out that we were nearby of a park called El Dura.
Dura.
It's something El Dura Park. I think it's a big park there near the airport. I'm not sure if it's known or not, but we try to figure by the GPS where we are from you.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not sure
So it was,
actually. I went only twice to Aqaba. Uh,
yeah,
I only stayed in the tourist area, but that sounds like an amazing holiday, very adventurous.
very, very. Besides, I went, as I told you all, that I achieved to hike the Musa or Sinai mountain because it was my challenge after the previous challenge of San Kachin because I did not enjoy it, but I was proud to make it this time.
Good. Congratulations. Really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
Sounds
you. I
really,
felt so after finishing.
yeah,
Very,
amazing.
very.
So were you able
Yeah,
to watch the courses, the lessons?
yeah, well, I achieved it for the first week, and the second week it remains only 3 lessons. I'm sorry if I have a delay because during the vacation it was no access to the internet almost there, but and I have submitted as well the self assessment of the first week.
That's good. Yeah. So you watched maybe only one lesson in the second week?
No, 2 lessons.
Two
It
lessons.
was the first one, then the model speaker. The model speaker.
Right. Yes.
We have with the column still standing,
Yes.
the theme of her speech, the Toastmaster
Mhm.
speech, where the title is still standing.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. How about you, Sana?
Hi, everybody. The vacation is actually really awesome. I enjoyed a lot with
Where are you
family
now?
and everything. Now I am still in Antalya. We're going back to Amman next week, inshallah.
Sana.
Before the coming Wednesday, I'll be in Amman, inshallah.
Inshallah, بسلام.
Everything is great here. Everything is really beautiful. We're spending great time. I felt sorry for Slavika. I wonder what's the vaccine you've got?
Pfizer.
Pfizer. Oh, okay.
Was it the first shot?
Yeah, it was the first one.
Actually,
Yeah.
after Pfizer for me, after the first shot of Pfizer, 3 days after, I started getting sick and it stayed for 3 weeks and I never got tested. So I don't know what was it.
Ah,
Oh,
So
I
it
got
sounds like
the
something similar. Yes,
I
sir.
got Sinopharm,
Uh-huh.
and all my family, actually, all my family members got Sinopharm with no impact, no side effects. Only my brother took the AstraZeneca, and he got really, really sick.
Oh,
It was really risky, very
yeah.
heavy, and yeah, he got sick, but now everything is well. Take care, Slavika.
yes.
Yeah, thank you.
And Sana, you managed to watch the lessons yesterday. Were you able to do the exercises?
Yeah, actually, I realized that I finished them before I traveled, but I thought we have extra thing to do. When I got the access, it was uh, that I already done everything. So
Mm,
nothing done yesterday. I already did the exercise, but I didn't get my laptop with me now. Only the videos. I didn't actually record any videos. I will do next week, inshallah.
okay.
We have two. We have
Yes,
two now to record, right?
exactly.
Yeah. I skipped two videos to record. Inshallah, next week.
Inshallah. Okay. Okay. So I think you're all in the same position in terms of the lessons. You've all watched the lessons. Noha still have some lessons to watch, but in terms of videos, you haven't recorded. So today
Yes.
we will do that. We will do the exercises accordingly here. So the what we will do
Okay.
today. Last week we talked about the mindset. We talked about all of these things. I don't know. Is any of you already still doing the mirror exercise?
Once in a
Yes, I
while,
do.
yeah, but not every day. I sometimes I forgot.
Okay. And Sana, you said you're still doing it as well?
I do.
That's good. That's good. How do you feel? How do you feel any impact of that?
Mm.
Sana? Hello, Sana? Sana? Hello. So Noha, what about you?
Yes, yes. When I do it, I start to feel a little bit improving bit by bit because I feel I'm communicating appreciation, which is
Mm-hmm.
important that I have to count on myself for the self-esteem and the appreciation and the support.
Yes.
We do not deny the people around that can give us support, but what matters most, same in running or any sports, I count on myself, then come others. But I cannot count on others as first row to give me the help or the moral support I'm seeking for or looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel it's a good one.
Perfect. That's really, really good. That's really good. What about you, Sana? Do you hear me now?
Now I'm back. I rejoined.
Yes. So do you feel any impact out of doing the mirror exercise?
Yes, I like it because it gives you confidence and enhances my self-assessment. Sometimes, actually, the most I benefit from this exercise is that you believe that you are ready to present something just because you understand the topic. When you
Mm,
start presenting on the mirror, you realize that you didn't organize your ideas enough, and you didn't forget because you are not supposed to be memorizing, but you didn't really organize your ideas in a good way previously. So self-assessment, the mirror exercise gives you the realist self-assessment you can get. So I use it and I like it.
okay, that's amazing. That's actually a, a byproduct, an extra value that you're seeing now of the mirror exercise. Okay, wonderful. Now, today, what we will do is mainly we will speak. We will practice speaking. Okay. And I will start playing a game with each one of you, and the others will be playing as well. Sana, do you think there's any chance that you can switch on your camera? Would you like to try, or wouldn't it work?
I don't think it will work because you saw now I hanged the connection just
Drop.
went down
Okay.
without video.
I see. That's okay. So what we will do now is mainly practice improvisation using stories. Okay? So we will be going on rounds one by one. Each one of you will speak for 2 minutes on a topic that in the beginning I choose, and then you will be choosing for each other. So on a topic that I choose, and only 2 minutes. Okay? Now, what I will need from you also, I will need 2 volunteers in the beginning. So for if Sana's talking, then I need the others to be volunteering, Nuha and Slavika. One to calculate the time, and
Okay.
one to measure the filler words.
Mhm.
And for Nuha,
Okay.
because you haven't watched the lesson yet, what I mean by filler words, which is the all of these things that we put, يعني, all of these things that we put in the speech that are unnecessary, they don't add value. Okay, so
Okay.
let's do the first round as a practice. Who would like to start?
I can tell the story
Okay,
and you count for me.
okay, wonderful. So who would like to keep the time?
I will keep the time.
Okay, Noha will keep the time. So
And
Noha,
I will measure the filler words.
amazing, wonderful. So Noha, for the time, please, when 1 minute passes, you can make a sign like 1 minute.
Okay.
When 1 minute and a half, you can do this. And then when it's
Okay.
2 minutes, you can do this. That time's up.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Wonderful.
Sana, you are ready to start?
Sana, are you ready to start? I will tell you the
Yes.
topic. So,
Yeah.
Noha, we start calculating the time when she starts speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And Sana, and for all of you, remember that this is also a practice for storytelling. So, whatever topic I give you or whatever object, I'll show you objects and you talk about them. Think of stories that you can tell and think about the simple structure we're talking about, the opening, body, and ending. Meanwhile, okay? So you can give yourself like 3 seconds to calm down and start speaking. Now, the first object is tea. Sana, we'll have to talk about tea.
Mm. Okay. All right. Just give me 1 minute to think about it. All right. At the beginning, I'm a coffee drinker. I'm not a tea drinker. But one time that my mother served tea with mint, and I tried it. I like it very much, and I started to make mint with tea for every meal, especially with breakfast. I started to think that it gave me a better mood, and I start making new habits in my food and my morning routine. I changed coffee with tea with mint for breakfast. After that, I realized that it has impact actually on my health. It's better for my I don't okay, I felt that it's more healthy than coffee after food. And I started to serve also to offer tea for my guests and with my family members, with my husband as well. My husband doesn't drink tea before. He's a coffee drinker as well. Now we started to go to shift into tea, and we find it really delicious, tasty, and we started to add flavors on it. In winter, it's really convenient for winter, and you feel that it gives you warmth and heat for winter, um, and that's it.
Okay, bravo, Sana. Very good.
Not really bravo, but because it's
Yeah,
because I
because
don't know a lot about
that,
tea. I'm
that
not a tea
was the
drinker.
first thing. That was the first time you do this, I would assume, right? So bravo for taking the first shot in this. Now there are always points
Yeah.
of improvement. There are always things that we can do. But let's hear from Nuha. How much time did Sana take?
Actually, it's more than 2 minutes, 2 minutes and almost 13 seconds. And I didn't start count at the beginning when she said I need time to think. So I reset the timer to give, because I know the beginning was a little bit
Yes,
hard. If I'm in your position, I would think more than the 30 minutes, the 13 seconds you got at the beginning. So I think it's just the first time, but it's amazing.
perfect, perfect. And Slavika, how are we doing with filler words?
I counted 6.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so that's good for the beginning. I think as I told you, for me in the beginning it was 10. So six are good. Six
Yeah,
are good.
I felt that I used more filler words, and I'm okay with that because it's the first video. I don't want to start good and this and then make progress later. So I like the idea to start really weak, and so I can realize how fast I progress, and so I'm okay with 10 filler words.
But you had
Um,
only six. But you had only six.
Really?
Yeah, you had only six.
Yes.
So
Great. Okay. Thank you.
good, good, wonderful. Now I will give Sana some feedback. So when you, Nuha and Slavika, take your turn, you would already get have already some feedback to work on. Now, Sana in the beginning, she did well. She started with a story, which is amazing. The thing is, when we want to tell a story, when we tell stories to people, we need also to think about the people. Why are we sharing these stories with them? Meaning, we would want to end with something. Either it's a wisdom, call for action, something that people can take with them. Why are we to understand why are we telling them this story? Is it just sharing something that's fun, or there is a wisdom out of it? Sana, if you think of a wisdom out of the story you've just told, what could that wisdom be?
Maybe that I have a routine. I refuse to change. When my mother offered me something new and I tried it, I like it. So people can try new drinks, new food, and they may realize that it will be a new change in their habits. It really changed my morning routine, and I started drinking tea with mint, and I really like it. If my mother didn't offer it to me, I will keep drinking coffee in the morning.
Yes, yes, and the thing is, do you think this wisdom works only for food, or it's for everything that we do in life?
I am a why not person. I am a why not person. When someone when I hear a new idea,
Mm-hmm.
if it's not really risky or it is harmful or it is against my values, the very deep values, I will go for it. I will try
Mm.
it. Why not? Why not to go with it? Uh, I have only two options. Either I will like it and repeat it, and either I will not repeat it again and I didn't like it. So nothing to lose.
So if you
I
want to
will
give,
try
if
everything.
you want to give a call to action to the people listening to you, you make it about them. You told your story and you want to make it about them. What could you say in the end?
If you only tea drinker, just try coffee once. You may like it. If you are a coffee drinker, try tea. It is healthy too, and it may change your mood. And with breakfast, it's great with the breakfast. So
Okay. If you want to make it, if
we
you
have
want to
to
make,
learn.
yeah.
We have to try new things to discover world around us. There's a lot we don't know about.
Yes. So this is the important part. It's good to tell our stories, but we want to find the deep wisdom. Now, if we make it only about coffee and tea, then maybe it's not really worth the while that people would listen to us. But if we make it about a deep wisdom, as you said, Sana, I'm a person who's all about why not. So when you're offered something new to try, you don't need to resist it because maybe, just maybe, you would like it and it would be even better for your life, right? So you said
Yes.
that the tea was even better for your health.
Mhm.
So here, what I will ask you is tell the story, no matter how simple or deep it is, but then the wisdom out of it needs to be strong and deep. That's the important part. You wanna share something that of a value to people. We're not just sharing stories out of entertainment, unless we are. The purpose is to entertain others. But in general, we want to share something that adds value to other people. So now, when you share your story, Slavika and Noha, remember that you want to start with a story, but then think while you're speaking, what's the wisdom that I want to share with the people? You share the wisdom and call to action. Okay? So who's going
Okay.
next? Thank you very much, Sana.
You're welcome.
Who's next?
I can go next.
Okay, Slavika. So Noha, please stay the timer, and Sana,
Okay.
please take care of the filler words.
Okay.
Okay. So Slavika, what I would like you to talk about. My desk is almost clean, but tissues.
Okay, then give me 15 seconds to think about tissues and wisdom regarding tissues.
No, but you don't need to think about all of that from the very beginning. Just allow your mind to come up with a story in the beginning, and then it will guide you to the wisdom. While you're speaking, you'll be guided. So don't give it too much thought.
Mhm.
Allow your inner wisdom to guide you through it. Start finding the story first, and then the flow will guide you.
Okay. Okay, the first association that comes to my mind when I think about tissues, actually, there are two. We either see them in movies when people are just very emotional, and that's when we think of grabbing a tissue. We connect it with emotions, we connect it with speaking with friends and emotions regarding that. There is a second thing that comes to my mind, which is actually children. So having children around tissues is something that is extremely necessary to have it everywhere on the every corner. But I cannot think of a story regarding tissues. There is one specific type of tissues that actually brings me back to my childhood. Yeah. And that is something that is connected to childhood memories, and the smell of it, the emotional part of it always brings memories to me. So I'm always happy to have them at home and to bring them to my daughter so I can make a connection. Although sometimes you are outside of your country, living in the other part of the world, or regardless wherever you are. When you have something that is very nostalgic and a sense, a smell that reminds you of childhood, you want to share it with your family and you want to share it with other people as well. That's it.
Okay. Bravo. That's a good shot. I like that you wrote in the beginning, and this is actually something very important that we all notice and remember to do when we don't know what to say about something. You didn't talk directly about tissues. You talked about the usage of tissues, which is in critical moments when some moments are very emotional. Usually, our best companion is tissues when we are going through very strong emotions. And I feel that this is a very good opportunity to talk about something that's really deep. You can talk about a moment where when you've actually needed tissues so badly. It doesn't have to be about the tissues. Tissues is the trigger that will lead you to that big story that you had. And then you can come back, conclude with it somehow in a way or another. So I liked very much that you went there. I felt that it was an opportunity that you catch something from that era, the time of sensitive emotions and deep emotions, and bring a story about it. But also when you talked about children, that's also another opportunity that when children are around, you can say, I remember when my daughter was 1 year old, and when we sit on the table, you can come up with something, and she will take the tissue, she will play with them, but actually we need them, and we spend so much. You will find a story, and then the story will lead you to a wisdom out of it. Now, what happens to us sometimes is that we are too focused on something that's really valuable. And that's the counterpart of what we were saying in the beginning. If we're too focused on just finding something that's really, really valuable and finding something that's really inspiring, then we don't find it. But if we allow our, again, inner wisdom to bring us the story and we flow with it, then the flow will take us somewhere nice.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree.
Thank you, Slavika. Sana, how much did Slavika do with filler words? How did she do it?
I'm not sure if I'm a good observer, but I maybe counted only one.
Okay, I think that's
Do you
good.
agree?
I can't remember that I've heard. That's good. Bravo. Bravo. Now, how did we do with time?
How?
How did she do with time?
With time, no, she was under the 2 minutes.
Okay, more than 1 minute and a half and under 2 minutes. That's good
Yes.
time. That's the time of concluding. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Slavika. Now it's time for Nuha. And Slavika, if you yes, if you would please, Slavika, keep the time. So remember, this is 1 minute, then 1 minute and a half and 2 minutes. And Sana, please keep count for filler words. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
Nuha. Not sure if you
Yeah.
know it, but you know the strepsils?
Yes. Okay, fine. Well, please start counting time, okay? Whoever has been on stage will know how far you can get your throat dry like a desert. And for me, having like access to holes or striples or anything like this will help to get some watering my mouth to help me talking. If someone would wonder how would we feel while standing on stage with stuff, keep in mind that to have your your mouth watering strepsils on topic. This is not promotion for it, but I found this is a very good step to help me talking smoothly. Because when especially speaking in French, because I'm a French speaker as well, and if you are familiar by their accent, they don't pronounce the R as we all pronounce it. It's like a, how we can say it, bonjour. The R is not, it's like an R with a specific accent. Imagine to say it and to keep the French accent as a standard and they have your throat dry. it will be like you are torturing yourself. So having something to help you is very important. That's the question I have to say. All of us are competent to do lots of things. Having the right tool on hand is very essential, even if it's something very simple or very complicated, expensive or cheap. Search for the tool that can help you taking the step. I tested this before, and it helped me to overcome lots of situations. So don't hesitate to seek smallest help, support from items, even like strepsils or for other tools. This will help you to overcome your fears, will help you to stay confident while you are doing the mission or the goal you are aspiring for. Work, life, entertainment, activities, new hobby, even ride biking. Still, all of things are important for me. What matters for me is to learn what the tool I should have on hand to start doing it efficiently. Don't hesitate to search. Don't hesitate to ask. Strepsils could be one of your solutions. Others could have others. Thank you.
Okay, bravo.
Wow.
That's,
Thank you.
yeah, it was smooth and seamless. Very well done, Nuha.
Thank you.
What I wish to
Thank you.
see is a story.
Yeah, you are right.
So here, I don't know about the others, but what I sensed, and I'm guilty of doing that many times as well.
Mm.
Sometimes we're very passionate about something and very passionate about giving a value that we start telling the value from the very beginning. So only talking about the value
Yes.
we're bringing and telling people do this and this will help you. So remember to do this. This will help you here and here and here. And don't forget to do it. And our speech turns to be only advices. But people usually do not
Yes.
with only advices. They need something to connect them. They need something to keep them listening. People usually, and I learned this also the hard way, people usually do not like to be told from the very beginning, do this. Don't forget to do this. I know that this is helpful. This is what you need to do. So
Yes.
therefore, the stories are very important. When we tell our stories, we tell mostly some sort of vulnerability and a lesson that we've learned from our life.
Yes.
And then telling them through that lesson, it shows that we are not trying to be the wise ones. We're just telling you something that
Yes.
we've learned and helping you to learn it as well. So,
I like this point. Yes, you are right.
but I like how flawless your speech was, Noha. And I think this is a very, very important strength that you have. Once the story is added to it, and then slowly we will add the emotions of the story as well. Not only the story, but the story will need the emotions of the story to be involved.
Yes.
Then it will be really, really inspiring for others. Sana,
Yes.
how did Noha do with the filler words?
Yeah, I counted 2 or 3, but with natural flow. Yeah, I love the way how she spoke. The flow was she beautifully presented her story and her idea, but there were few, maybe 2 to 3 filler words, like but it went really natural. That's it.
Amazing. And Slavika, how did she do the time?
Just 5 seconds over and she was already finishing.
Bravo, bravo, Noha.
Really
Very
well
well.
done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we will go the same round again, but the different thing we'll do now. So we will keep the same roles, okay? But what we will do differently is that you ladies will choose the topics for each other. So when Sana speaks, choose a topic for her. You can choose anything.
We will
Okay.
be choosing for her.
Sorry?
We will be choosing for her, not her to choose the topic.
Yeah. So Slavika will choose for
Okay.
Nuha.
Yes.
Nuha, you choose for Slavika, and Sana chooses for you. Okay?
Okay.
So are you ready?
Slavik, you.
I start
can
with
start.
Sana. Yeah,
You
I
start
start
choosing
with
for
the
Sana.
subject for Sana.
Yes.
Okay. Flowers.
Mm. Okay. All right. Okay, 30 years ago, my father divided our home garden among us. We are 7 siblings. And he gave 1 meter by meter area for everyone to grow anything they want. Mine was full of flowers. I decided to plant flowers. My sister decided to plant strawberry. Now, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks after, we come back with our the harvest. Yeah, we come back to harvest our what we have planted. My sister was fond of flowers. Actually, I was the one who fond of strawberry. so it was a great deal that she picked my flowers and I picked her strawberries, and we went really happy inside to my mother and father. We are to present our harvest. I can remember now how happy she was with my harvest and how happy I was with hers. Okay, till now, every time she brings me strawberry, I like to bring her flowers, and that's
Okay, very beautiful story, Sana. Very
Thank
beautiful
you.
story. I love it. Now, one thing that we need to change here is the ending with the that's it. So we agreed that we end with
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Correct.
because I didn't prepare the story, and I was really memorizing the event. I can make the beginning, but I'm not really good in the ending.
So
And you
let's
are
try.
right. This is my yeah. This is an area that this is a weakness that I have to work on, because even in training, I always wish that I had a better ending.
Let's work on it now. What's your
Yeah.
ending?
Um, maybe I need to make the value of the story at the end, so it will be the good ending or closing.
Okay.
But when I'm not prepared well, I'm just memorizing a story to tell. Um, it's not easy. It's not easy after you give the value just to make a good ending.
So therefore we are now practicing. Now try to think of
Yeah.
an ending. What could your ending be?
Mm, I don't know. I don't have a better ending.
What kind of wisdom did you get out of this story?
I got a wisdom from out of the story actually, and I was about to say, sometimes I may love something, but I'm not excelling at, and other people might excel on something that I wish to have it. So having the compromise between me and the other would have to get a win-win situation, which I can see between Sana and her sister. One is fond of flowers, Sana is fond of strawberries, but maybe Sana is skillful enough to know how to make the plant growing, but the other one would be more would more perfect in harvesting. So the question is about complementary and not about fighting. You understand my point? Or I achieved to make it, because I thought when you said you do flowers, you are fond of flowers, but then I found that you are fond of strawberries, and vice versa is your sister, which I like the way you have done the deal, which I believe that the way.
Okay, I'm sorry for this. Where is Sana? Here we go. Hello.
Hi, welcome
And
back.
welcome back. I'm sorry because I missed upgrading on time. So, yes. So, Nuha, I love the point you were giving. And Sana, what do you think of this wisdom?
Yes, actually, that's what my parents said because
Yes, and the second
that
point I liked most, it's about how parents are raising their kids in a way, in a more constructive and
Says Nuha.
because just that gave us the seeds, and we don't know what's in it, what kind of seeds we have. Okay, so
Okay.
we discovered that he gave me the flowers and he gave my sister the strawberry. I was waiting for her harvest and she was waiting for mine. So it was really good experience or good memory. I like to think about maybe deeper later, but it was a nice, very nice experience. Yeah, um, this made me love what my sister has, and she loved my what I has. So we together we make perfect matching, and she focused on making my plants growing well because she likes flowers, and I wish her harvest be really well because I like strawberry, and that was there is a wisdom. I mean,
yeah,
Noah explained it better than me. I couldn't express well, but there was a good wisdom in it.
Yes. And
very.
Nuha mentioned something else about your father. Nuha, could you please repeat that?
Yes, I like the concept when he said he thought at the beginning to make the dividing. It helps here. He's raising the kids in a way to be part of the family. You are all contributing. You are all partners. And the way that he gave you the ground, then he give you the authority or the empowerment to make decision about the flower or the plant you would like to go for it. Then it leaves you the way of communicating. So through one exercise, he helped a lot in raising and building and developing your personality. In other way, unleashing your potential instead of saying you have this part, you have to take part and to plant, for example, jasmine or to plant, for example, fruits. Whatsoever he has never decided, he leaves for you the power to take a decision. Learning how to take a decision is a journey, because when I see this with kids, when we are asking them, I learn not to rush them to give their opinion. I have to wait and to be silent, and if I felt she's stuck, I start to tell her, what do you prefer? Do you have preference for something over item, and so on. So the father has done all of this through an entertaining and amazing exercise without telling you that he's doing this, which is another amazing side. Actually, I like.
Yes, yes. So thank you, Nuha. This is beautiful, and I agree. Now, although you said I think Nuha was out when you said that your father randomly gave you the seeds, so you didn't know that you had
Okay,
which
so
one did you have. So Nuha did not hear that, but just
yeah.
the idea of him giving you splitting and giving you these things, and then you loved what your sister had instead of you being feeling jealous that she got what you want or her feeling jealous that you got what she wants. You both made sure to nurture what each one of you want very well, plant it right, and then you took care of each other's harvest.
Yeah.
So this is
Yes, but I
actually
agree with Noha. Later, my father gave us choices.
mm,
We repeated the exercise. We have the 1 meter for long. So, what do you want to plant? What do you, first time he gave us the seeds and he saw what our reaction is. Then he gave us the choice and we started plant what we really want. So I agree with Nuha, and I try to do some similar exercises with my children actually.
this is amazing. Now, having this in mind, how could you say it in your own words? Now, after you told this story, what would you say?
Okay, when I have the choice to plant what I really want to harvest, I make different choices. But when we all were given the seeds, we don't have what's in it, and we nurture it. We do our best to make the best harvest out of it. We completed each other. We cover each other's needs. Together, we have all what we need. You know, not necessarily I grow what I like. Not necessarily she got what he wished, but she found what he wants in my harvest, and I found what I like in her harvest. So it was okay altogether. When we sum up our harvest all together, we found all what we need.
Yes, amazing. Now, if you want to make a call for action in the end, something out of all of this wisdom, something that other people could do, what would you make it? What could that be?
If you like flowers, just plant flowers. Don't go. You can you can plant flowers if you like it. You can exchange what you have with others. Some things that some of my needs I have in myself, and other of my needs I found in others. So collaboration is teamwork is as important as individual work. We have to know how to work in our team, as well as we have our own initiative. So a call action, maybe know know yourself well, so you can make good decisions. Know your environment, so you can make good collaborations.
Like it.
Bravo, bravo.
Mhm.
That's very nice. That's very nice. So you see, Sana, we can
Mhm.
say, okay, we don't know how to make good endings, but just if we think about it in terms of value and call to action, after you tell the story, the beautiful story you told very well, then what's the value I got from it? What did I get out of this experience, out of this story? And then what can other people do to get something similar? That's it. That's the simple formula here. Okay? And
Mhm.
you've done
Yes.
it now very well. Now, okay, how about the filler words, Slavika?
5.
5 filler words, so one less.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
getting good.
good.
Better.
Yes, yes. And how was the time, Nuha?
It's 2 minutes.
Very good.
Yes,
Very good.
yes,
You were on
it's
time.
just on time. Yeah.
Perfect. So now it's Slavika's turn, and Nuha will keep the time as well. Sana will keep the
Okay.
filler words, please, and Nuha will choose the topic.
Okay. Slavika, your topic is about traveling.
About traveling. Okay, that should
Yeah.
be easy.
I count the words.
Filler
I
words,
count the
yes.
filler word.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
start.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Traveling, I think it's one of the most exciting and most interesting things that you can do in your life. It is the moment that you actually are able to explore yourself and to discover yourself as well. What's important for me and for my family is that we understood in a certain moment that we are not the type of people that could just go somewhere, spend 2 weeks in one place, and end their holiday. My husband actually said that it's best if we just take a car and we just drive or be a bit more spontaneous. We have had multiple holidays in which we go to a place, but then we just don't feel like spending time there. We just want to explore. We would always explore the environment more than the actual place where we would stay. Okay, I'm getting nervous. I don't know why, but yes, I will continue. So our last couple of trips, we actually took a car and we drew to places. We would go to streets that we don't know. We would stop using GPS and just look around. We would go in a train station and just go on a train, hop off on the next station, whatever, with the first train that arrives. And I think that that kind of spontaneity makes us discover the environment more, enjoy ourselves more, and just be with each other more. So if there is any advice that I can give to people trying to travel, just don't go to normal hotels, not only to normal hotels. You can do that, but try to explore the city, try to explore the villages. Go to somewhere where you just found it on a map. Go to somewhere that nobody has ever told you about. Just be a bit more spontaneous and you will enjoy your traveling much more.
I love this. I love this, Slavika. And I have a question for you. Do you think this applies only to traveling?
No, it applies to everything in life, absolutely.
Okay. If you want to put it in the context of everything in life, the last sentence you said, how could it sound? What could it be?
Yeah, sometimes for work and for just general, for everyday life, we are stuck in what we do and in our comfort zones and what we are used to. It's like a wheel that we keep on turning, and if we give ourselves a moment just to get out of it, we could enjoy both work and life and family and everything much better.
Very well, very well. If I could add to that as well, hearing from you actually is that we spend so much time in our life thinking about planning
Yeah,
and then following the plan and making sure
yeah,
the plan happen and then
Yes.
getting devastated when the plan doesn't happen, forgetting that the
Would
plan was just actually something that we came up with
yeah.
and decided that we want to follow. But sometimes there's a great value in just being spontaneous and enjoying every single moment of it, enjoying the discovery, enjoying being curious about
Yeah.
what could come up, and allowing things to emerge in front of us and surprise us, rather than trying to be control over a life that we don't have control over.
Yes, absolutely, 100% agreeing with you.
So here, because this is, I'm learning a lesson out here in here because so much in life I hear about planning and I try to plan a lot, and then I also learn more about the value of being spontaneous. And I love that you shared this. I love the way that you guys with your family, you do your trips and you see how much value you're getting out of discovering something new. So what I would like to encourage you also, when you have a story like this, same as Sana, don't think only about the lesson in the surface, the obvious
Hmm.
lesson.
Hmm.
Don't plant flowers, or if you want to plant flowers, plant them. No, or just visit something new. But think about the bigger value that you really got out of this, the
Hmm.
real lesson that we can get out of this, and that where inspiration comes. The obvious usually doesn't inspire a lot, but the
Yeah.
bigger one inspires a lot more. Amazing. Thank you, Slavika. This is so beautiful. So, Sana, how many filler words?
I think two.
Very well, very well. And Nuha, how is
I
it
think
on?
there was only, I counted only one, not two. Sorry if I missed one because I like the question of travel. I
Oh,
was
no,
taken by the storm.
no, Nuha, you were keeping the time, right?
Yes, the time it's 2 minutes, 5 seconds.
Perfect, perfect, amazing. So now it's Nuha's turn, and Sana. So Slavika, please keep the time. Sana
Yeah.
will keep check the filler words, and that's actually the role of the melody guardian. We call it melody guardian. So Sana is the melody guardian, and Sana, you would also choose the topic, please.
Okay. So, sun,
Sun?
sun,
Okay,
sun.
okay. Sun, you mean S-U-N, right? Not sun, S-O-N.
Shams, sun.
Okay, thank you.
S-U-N.
Thank you. Okay. Most beautiful thing about my day is when I woke up on the light of the sun. Some people would consider me as a summer person, but actually I'm not. I'm one of the fans of the winter, but I do like the radiation of the sun and the rays. For me, it gives me the beginning of a new day and an unlimited opportunities. So when we consider that the day before was a tough one, I remember that tomorrow will have my sun shining for me. Though it sounds like a poetic statement, but actually I'm not. But I found the sun as giving me the indication of life and the new day is born. One of the most important things for me when I work is to work in an open area where I can feel the light of the sun, not to be close to an area where I am surrounded by walls or I'm limited to the lighting system. The sun is an opportunity. Maybe it's a symbol for us that we did not deal with it. The only thing we deal about it is how far is the temperature today. But if you consider the sun is shining only for you, would you consider this as if you are giving an opportunity for 12 hours where you can work and you can benefit from? If you have that day before, you keep right thinking about for the next day. But what if you consider that the next day, that the day before went away and today the new day with new opportunities? That's the concept I would like to people, or I train myself first to think about it. Opportunity is not something that is given, it's something that you work to get. The sun makes daily the round of the world for you every day. So would you consider the round of the sun to come you for the next day as a round for yourself, for your soul to be renewed? Days are might be tough, especially in the COVID-19 and circumstances of business and circumstances of life. But if a complete star moves for you, I think you should start considering moving for yourself. If you have a question or an issue, start thinking that you can move and work over. It's not the end of the world. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. I love again the flow. So you have a very quick, what do we call it in English? So the thoughts come very quick to you, and you can say them in a flawless way. So in a seamless way. It's beautiful, Nuha. What I was missing actually is the story.
Again, yes, I was about to
I was
say.
looking for a story here.
Yes, I forgot the story. I'm so sorry.
So
we try to come to.
Yes, because here it's all what we are trying to do is to stop the habits that we used to have and create new habits.
Yes.
So for
Yes,
you,
you are
Nuha,
right.
it seems like you used to talk, but you have a habit of saying, because probably you're a teacher, you teach people things and you tell people what to do. You're
Yes.
used to that, and you're used to give wisdom, a lot of wisdom to others. And then we get in a habit of doing that. But now we want
Yes,
to
correct.
create,
You are 100% correct.
yeah, now we want to create a new habit of doing the same, bringing value to the people, but using story, using connection, using emotions when we do that.
Okay.
So I would want to ask you to do the same, another 2 minutes for the same topic, Nuha, using a story. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Yes. Yes. Who is counting time? Slavika, Sana?
Lavika, yes.
Okay, thank you. Well, one day I was walking for a while under very tough sun, and I start to feel very, very, very hot, and I wish to find a place to hide. Meanwhile, I have a friend coming from Europe at a time where she suffered from what we can call like icy time at their side. And the point where I'm saying, oh, it's very hot. On the same time, how beautiful is the sun? And I was just wondering, looking to her and staring at her eyes, what are you telling me? How wonderful is the sun? Okay, I understand that you don't live in under sun a lot, but this is very tough for me. At this point, I discovered the deviation and our point of view. What can be bad for me could be good for someone. So the question of being judgmental most of the time, or giving reasons, or analyzing people and trying to say they do this because of what, of that, is not a fair point. Because simply under the same sun temperature I suffered from, and she enjoyed it. She said, "How beautiful, how amazing it is." Meanwhile, I felt that it's not so. It's not equal. We are not. We don't have the same rule of measurement to say this is good or this is bad. At this point, this is what like the turning key to perceive the points from another perspective. It's not only about my vision. It's not only about my situation. It's not about my circumstances. How far and how frequently each one of us today is doing this with his friends, with his family, her friends and families and beloved persons. So when we listen, we tend maybe or rush into the judgments. So if I'm thinking back, it's too hot, it's amazing, the sun, it's amazing, it's good to consider when I'm hearing the story to reanalyze it from the different perspective of the other person and not only about me, it's about
Okay. You tell me, how do you think of that?
I think the story was not bad, but not that much impressive.
Which one was more inspiring for you?
The two situations, it's having the story will engage the people to listen to me more than giving the question of the theory part of the sun making the round of the world to come to you next day.
Yes, yeah. And I heard it in your voice when you talked about the story. You kind of connected with the story. You went there, you went back there to that
Yes.
moment, seeing your friend next to you, and
Yes.
as if you're talking to her. So there was some emotions there, and that's what we need first. We need to remember the story. We need to live the story to be able to see the wisdom and then deliver it to the audience. And I think you
Yeah.
navigated that very, very well, Nuha. Bravo.
Thank you.
Sana, how did we do with the melody?
I counted two at the beginning, and she continued with a very nice flow after that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very nice. Slavika, how was the time?
1 minute and 53 seconds.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. You're very precise, Sana. Nuha. Perfect.
And by the way, I was much more inspired by the second story. I loved the first story as well, but the second one, I will remember. The first one, maybe not, but in 2 weeks, if you ask me, I will remember the second story.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you for this feedback. Yes, Slavika. Amazing. And then here you see also being an audience, and this is, to be honest, this is the value of having a small group like this.
Yeah.
So you can listen to other people and get enough chance to speak, but also listen to the difference when they say this and when they say that and learn from it. Okay, now a third round. So we make sure that we got good learning today. A third round of the same thing. Sana, you're speaking. Slavika is choosing the topic for you. Or we make a, sorry, let's make a little difference. Sana, you're speaking and Noha's choosing the topic, and then
Okay.
we do some
Okay.
difference. Okay.
Okay. Okay, the topic is coffee time.
Coffee time.
All right, just give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
Coffee time. All right.
We'll start.
Yes, let's start.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I'm calling mothers. I'm calling even you are an employee, mother, a manager, a worker, wherever you are. During your hardest peak work time, what's the most valuable 10 minutes in the day? Whoever think that would be a more valuable time than a break time? It's the break time. Sorry. it's the time like No. Can I repeat? I start from the beginning, sorry. Because I lost the idea.
Okay. Okay, let's start from the beginning, the 2 minutes. When you are ready, let me know.
Yes, just give me a
So, Noha, you can
few.
just start counting with the first word she says in the speech.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now I want to ask. I don't want to tell. I want to ask. What do you do in your break time? Actually, break time is. I don't feel like it's something that I can talk about. It's something that I can discuss about with others. Do you agree with me, Omnia?
Maybe.
It's. Can we make it a discussion because this some topics that I couldn't really present about it. I actually prefer to ask the audience what do they do in their break time, when do they how they describe their best break time, when do they need it the most. It's not something that I can present about.
Yeah. So it's first of all, the topic is coffee time. And the main purpose of this, although what you're saying is really good, we are talking about engaging the audience and all of that, but now we are specifically practicing improvisation. So it's important to do the practice and figure out what to say, because we don't always get the chance to discuss. Sometimes we need to speak.
Okay, so some topics is challenging for me, and this is one of the challenging
Coffee
topics.
time. Think about a story with
Coffee time.
So may I?
Yes, coffee time. It's for me. It is a break time. Coffee time. It's the break time you take in the morning at the peak of work. You as a rest time. It is coffee time.
Try to think of a story.
Could I change the topic? Okay.
No. Okay. Okay. Now I will tell you about the 5 minutes that I have in my day, away from children, away from work, away from study, away from everything. I sit alone and alone with my coffee cup. I can tell that it's the most beautiful short time that I spend in my day, because it's my own time. It's really my own. Maybe I'm doing nothing during this time. Maybe I'm empty. I'm spending time to empty my mind of everything going around. I sit with myself. Maybe I spend it imagining beautiful thing. I'm waiting for good things to come. Actually, this few minutes, when you discover that these in few minutes are the only time for you, you wish you have more than one coffee time at a day. maybe you start valuing your coffee break more than often. You can start making a special like occasions or special situation to rest and to have your own time. I hope you have discovered or you tried this time for you, and I don't know if I described it well.
It's good, Sana. You started very well describing the coffee time and what it means to you. But have you ever had a special thing when it was coffee time? Can you think of a situation, something that happened during a coffee time, or a time that you didn't have a coffee time, a day that you could not take your coffee time, that it was very important for you, for example?
The first time I started to value what a coffee time is, actually after I got children. And we gather maybe with my sisters or with my neighbors, my friends, and we get all the children out and we close the door and we say, it's our coffee time. So, yeah, it was the first time I recognized that there is some valuable time for only me. It is called a coffee time or a coffee break. Before I got children, actually, I never experienced being too exhausted because sleep time, I'm sleeping in my sleep time, I'm working in my work time, I'm studying in my study time, I have my everything time. But after I got children, I lost all that. I lost control. My child took all the time. So I value these few minutes very much. So it becomes something great to close the door and to sit alone, away from everything, just drinking coffee. For me, it was really important. It was really valuable.
Yes. And here you told the story. You told before you had children, you had a coffee time, but you never recognized it. It was
Yeah.
never important. It was never essential for you because it was a time that you used to have like everything else. You sleep, you work, and everything is organized. But after you had children, you started to value your coffee time and it became precious, right?
Yes.
What kind of wisdom can you get from that, Sana?
Sometimes, yes, more is less. You cannot recognize the value of things unless you miss them. Time was under my control all of my lifetime. When my child, when I got birth, I lost control of my time. It's not my day is not mine anymore. So I start valuing these very few minutes. For me, it's a long rest time.
Yeah.
So I started to value time after I lost control on it.
Yes. And what can you ask people? What kind of call to action would you ask people so they can appreciate the time they have more? What can they do?
Not to just to value or to seize opportunities and chances they got during the day to find rest, to find happiness, to laugh, to don't underestimate any moment of happiness, any moment of rest. You deserve it. So go take it. Make yourself a priority for a while. It is your right.
Yes. Yes. This is amazing. This is very beautiful. What else if we want to connect it to what you were talking about, more or less, the idea of more is less. What kind of call to action can you ask people to have or to notice? What kind of thing would you want people to notice in connection to the more is less concept?
Yeah, being busy all the day makes you value the free time. Being free all the day makes you lost the value of time. You don't feel that you have a day, you have another day. What's another day means for you if all the day is free, if you don't do anything? What's another opportunity? What's another day means to you? But when you have your day really full and you are busy and you are doing a lot of things that serve others and make impact on your surroundings, then you value these few minutes for yourself and you feel the value you are giving to others and feel that you deserve to be served as well.
Very nice. So you see now, you had the story, you had your own learning, and you had a call to action for a topic that you thought You don't have something to say about it, right?
Yeah, maybe after that, if I want to speak about the same topic later, I will have a much nicer story because I brainstormed and I collected ideas and new concepts about the same topic, so I can present it better. But for the first time, sometimes you didn't think before deeper in this topic to talk about it.
Yes. Now, what's
So
important?
this is something that I need to learn, to train myself to work out on it.
Yes. And we will continue practicing this, but what I would also encourage you to do, and that's for all of you, never say I can't. And especially when it comes about speaking, because we can always speak and about any topic. We always can speak about any topic. But it's about just wanting to. It's easy to say I have nothing to say about this topic, or it's easy to say please change the topic. It's easy to find the easy way out. But if we just put just a little pressure, or have a little faith in our ability to talk about this topic, we will find amazing things to say about it. Remember this all the time. When the idea occurred to your head that I have nothing to say here, just push it away and talk. Just talk. Okay? Remember this. Now,
Yes.
unfortunately, the meeting will switch off again and on again, so we hop on again for the last time, and we continue with Slavika and Noha. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
This is the third one. Sorry for this. I'll make sure to upgrade for the next time.
No worries. I have to tell you that I actually have to leave in 5 minutes. So...
I know, and therefore we need to hear you speaking before that.
Yes.
It would always be great if you can add a little buffer, like 5 or 10 minutes buffer after this, after our
Yeah,
session.
I know. I am on holiday next week. And
Mm.
yesterday I had 8 meetings in the day. So,
Oh, wow.
yes.
I know.
You have to finish everything before you go on holiday. That's how it usually goes.
Yes. So next week you're going on holiday, right?
Yeah,
And will you be able to join us?
I will do my very best to join. Yes.
Please do. Now, this specific session was the most important that you will be present.
Mm-hmm.
But for the second one, for the next one, even if you were not present, please make sure to do the lessons and
Yeah.
watch the recording.
Yes, will do. Will do.
Amazing. Okay, so now Nuha's here. And so,
Hi.
hello. So Sana,
Hello.
Sana, would you please
Yes.
tell Slavika the topic she should speak about? Nuha, please keep the time, and Sana also be the melody guardian, please.
Okay. Water.
Water. Yes, just give me 10 seconds to focus my thoughts and I will start. Okay, I notified them that I will be a couple of minutes late, so that's good. Okay, water. I think I have love and hate relationship with water. I love water. I love being close to the sea. I love being close to lakes and everything that has to do with water, but I also have fear of water. When I was little, I had a small accident with swimming when I almost drowned in the water. And an older gentleman actually helped me, and that has stuck with me for, I think, for the rest of my life. I have done extraordinary efforts, went to lessons, and tried to make the best out of it so I can be able to swim and enjoy the water. but it's still there. So the fear is still there, and that's something that has caused me problems in my life. Why? Because snorkeling is something that I have always admired people that are able to do it. I think it's one of the most beautiful sports that you can imagine. However, I am not able to enjoy it. I am trying very often currently with my daughter to teach her to love the water, to teach her to overcome her fears, to teach her that if she falls, it will still be good, that there is no problem, that she will go up again, to teach her to love it, to teach her to just take the moment and enjoy. And I think that she is doing a great job doing that. And for myself and for everyone that has a similar fear, I think exposure is the best thing, the best medicine that you can think of, the best thing that you can try. Just push yourself little by little. Similar like Noha is doing with the mountains and with the height, you just need to expose yourself. Try to see what your limits are so you don't go back because you are afraid. Push yourself a little bit, next time better, and at certain moment you will be able to overcome your fears and just enjoy life a little bit more.
I have to admit that I have been taken by the story and I forgot to give the time signs. I'm sorry. Your story was I just discovered while you are talking, because you talk about something that really touches me about swimming. So I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you the 1 minute, the 1.5 minutes, and then I found the alarm just ringing behind me. I'm sorry, Slavika.
No worries.
Okay. This is a good sign. This is a good sign, Slavika. I was also taken by it that I didn't notice Noah was not keeping the time. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. I have no points of improvement. I like that how you put it and how you brought it and how you spoke genuinely to other people. You don't have an answer. You just talked about what you know.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there, push yourself just little by little, like Nohan. You gave an example also with Nohan. I think this is amazing, beautiful. Sana, how did we do with the melody?
Actually, I think there were no filler were zero.
Very good, very good. Bravo. Amazing. Okay, you're ready to go. You can go. You've done well.
Thank you everybody.
Thank you,
Have a
Slavika.
nice
We
day.
still have Noha will speak now.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Yes.
Slavika, because Slavika has to go for a meeting.
Really.
I have to go actually as well.
Okay. Okay, so if
Sorry
you
for
have
that.
to go, then Slavika, if you tell Noha about a topic, Noha, I will
Mm-hmm.
put a challenge for you now.
Okay.
Slavika will tell
Yes.
you about a topic. You will speak about
Yes.
it. You'll record a video, and you will put it in the group. You can put it in our WhatsApp group if you
Okay.
want. Okay?
Oh, that's great.
Okay. We'll do it.
So
Okay.
what's the
We'll do it
topic,
on the
Slavika?
spot once I.
Yeah, my topic is Zoom calls.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. I will
Wonderful.
start.
Yes. So
Yes. I
you
will start
record.
to record.
Yes. After we
Okay.
close here, I want to say thank you very much, ladies, and I will
Thank
also
you.
ask from all of you, each one of you, to send just a little. It could be even an audio recording with what did you get out of this session? Okay. Two purposes: to learn the takeaways for each one of you, but also to measure your filler words.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a
Deal?
great day. Bye bye.
Have a
Thank
All
great
right.
day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
Bye.
much.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.